Hi, welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to create this bathroom sign with a stickman that you can use to, you know, make whatever moves you want. So let's go ahead and create a new project. And I'm going to import an existing object that I have. You may grab your object from, I don't know, a web or create it yourself. For my purpose, I already have this one, so what I want to do is create this object tracking 3D full body tracking object, and now I'm going to drag and drop this stickman here. There you can see all the bones appear because they are part of the FBX file. And now I'm not seeing it yet. That's because, let's check. Yeah, there's something with the size of it, so let's start by resizing this to a proper, let's actually resize this one. Looking better. I will go ahead and use this tool. Maybe I would like the open arms. Do we have that? We can use this as reference. Maybe move it a little closer to the floor. It's too wide, maybe. Yeah, that should do. Yeah, there. So we have to sync all the bones to the actor. So here are the bones. Luckily we have this magic button right here. If you imported your model from Mixamo, that's pretty much standard for rigging, then you will have the correct hierarchy, and using this will map all the bones for you, and you can see it's working. So I will just add a texture to this. It's not really a cube, this is the guy, and it doesn't have a material, so I will go ahead and create one that could be a plain color. Let's try that. That's 2D. It could be actually better to make it, to give it more deepness. I think it looks better. I will increase the intensity of the lights, but also going back to the material, I want to add a texture so it would be easier to make it look white. And there we are. Maybe that's too much intensity now, but I think it's looking good. I will clean this up. Yeah. Now, second step could be, let's remove the actor. The actor is driving, but we don't want it in the scene, so I will create a new camera, and it will be orthographic. And here we want a component that is called, actually not there, a new ML eraser. If you don't have that one, go to the assets library, search for each ML eraser, install it. Once you do that, you will be able to add this ML eraser, and then just drop it inside the new camera, inside it. And I like to do this tidy, so let's call this the eraser camera and move it up, because we first want to erase and then display the camera. And we can rename this to actor. There's a weird thing here. It's because the camera needs to, this is an orthographic camera, and then we should start working with a new layer 1, so the object goes to that layer and the camera will only render that layer. That's better. That's still in conflict because this hierarchy actually is just for us, but for the scene we have to go to this tab here, scene, and move the camera one on top of the other there. Yeah, so that's it. However, this background, well, it could be anything if you use your own camera, so I would like to make it always black because it will be a sign. So I will create a new camera. I like separating concerns, and this one will be for the background, and we will make color correction, pose effect. You can see that creates a material called color correction. Let's look for it. Yeah, there it is. And we want it black. Yeah. But first, yeah, we have this overlapping again. Let's fix that first. We want this to be orthographic because for 2D we always want an orthographic camera. And then we have the layer issue again. Let's create a new layer. You can rename the layers, I will not. But yes, so the camera will only display layer 2, and this effect will live in layer 2. There, just let's rearrange this. And what is happening? Too dark. Oh, there, I didn't drag it correctly. So we first erase all, then we set a background, and then we set the actor, but that background should be completely black, so I will force that. And actually the way to really enforce that is to you have to add a texture. I will just add a PNG I have that is black, same thing that we did with the white guy, and there it is. So let's clean this a little. Maybe I will make room for the text. I will add a text, so I want this guy to be a little up there, and I will add a new camera. It's called text camera, and it will have text, no, not 3D but plain text, and it will say boys or men something, and it should be the last one. Yes, it is. So why we are not seeing it? Maybe it's too little. Let's check. Oh, maybe it has to do, yeah, let's do this orthographic once again because it's 2D. Yeah, and let's create a new layer for the text. Oh, actually this camera will only render layer 3 and the text should live in layer 3. That's still not making the trick, so let me think a little. What is it? I want to move. Oh, let's move it. Oh, there it is. It was overlapping the camera. Let's move it down. And this font is not super great, so let's change it. Here, custom fonts. We have a few fonts to pick from. Let's start with the first one, and I think it looks good. Maybe I want it a little more bold, so let's see our options. I think an outline should do the trick, making it bolder. Outline, I have to check that, and like that. Yeah, I think that's it. It looks quite nice. Now, last step we could do, we could add a background, like a frame. So let me hide, no, sorry, not that. Let me hide the UI so we can see the scene more clearly. And I happen to have an asset here, so I will import it. Where is it? Border. I will drop it here. I could create a new camera, but we're okay if we put it here. And then I guess we will have to resize it and move it. Where is it? There. Oh. Yeah, too little. I happen to have the dimensions I want, so it's starting to show up there, and maybe I have to rotate it like to the other side, and yeah, something like that. So hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thanks for watching.